All right. Welcome, guys. Thanks for tuning in to the latest edition of Terrible Towel Tuesday. I am your host, SimFBallCritic, and I'm glad to have you guys here. And as luck would have it, once again, I forgot to send out the link in advance, so give me a hot second, guys, to do it. You know, I've been better at it, right? I've gotten better at doing that beforehand, so you gotta bear with me when I forget. Come on. Be nice. But really quick, man, want to welcome all of you guys here. I'm gonna do this as seamless as possible. You may see me look down for a few moments here, but I'm gonna be right back with you guys, ready to get it rocking, man. And how's everybody doing so far? How's everybody's Tuesday evening? How did you guys enjoy that game on Sunday night, excuse me, even though I know we talked about it. You know, I got to ask you guys again how you felt about that situation. So here we go, guys. I'm ready to get it cracking. All right, I'm ready to go. I can look up and talk to you guys again. So again, welcome. Welcome to the latest edition to Terrible Towel Tuesday, brought to you by the Steel Basement. I am SimFBallCritic, and let's get into it. We got a lot to talk about tonight. Not really a lot as far as talking, but I got a ton of footage to show you guys. You know how we do on Tuesday nights. We show you a little bit of film, via the NFL Game Pass, and we'll break down a couple of these things, man. A lot of mistakes by Mason Rudolph, a lot of mistakes in terms of not recognizing what's happening on the field. That's part of his issue, as well as, there were a couple other things. There wasn't as many opportunities that I thought, at first glance, because like I said, being at the game, my perspective was a lot different. I wasn't able to look at the trenches as much as I was looking at the back end. So there were some situations where Rudolph had some pressure in his face. However, but there were other situations, like I told you guys Sunday night, where the seams were open. There were times with Vance Mcdonald. There were even times with Ryan Switzer, folks. Ryan Switzer had some opportunities, as well as there were some times as well with Juju Smith-Schuster and Deontay Johnson, and I'm going to show you a few of those tonight. It's kind of tough, guys, when I do this, as far as when I do the whole, film study, because it's so many plays, and I got to find a way to try to condense it. What I think I want to start doing going forward, I've said this before, and I'm going to try to stick to it. I want to get it to a point, man, where I'm basically showing you guys the biggest plays of the game. But in this scenario, because we're just getting used to Mason Rudolph, I think it's fitting to kind of go through even more plays, showing you areas where he can grow and the things that he just doesn't have yet, being a young quarterback. So I think that's how we're going to approach it tonight. So it's going to be more than just a few plays. I'm going to try to be as fast as possible because I want to leave you guys an opportunity to call in. So, all right, let's go ahead and do it, man. Before we get started here, let me say a shout out and give a shout out to all the people who are here early. Michael Garman, shout outs to him. Seems like Michael Garman always is pretty much one of the first guys always here to comment, and a lot of times he is the very first. So shout out to him. Solarverse, User Hitstick, Kegels Bagels, Black Hawk. What up, Black Hawk? My man Antoine Myers. Look, man, I know you enjoyed your Cowboys doing their thing last night. I know you enjoyed that. So what up to my boy Antoine, Raymond Johnson, Y Diggy, Lance Watson, Jerry McCray, my brother Tony, Lanisha Hayes, and let me say this in the beginning because I actually remembered this one. This name sticks out because Lanisha Hayes has donated quite often. I want to thank you for your most recent donation via PayPal. Thank you very much, because I know I don't always get around to recognizing you guys by name, because I just don't always remember because, it's separate from YouTube. But thank you to all of you guys who are donating via Cash App or via PayPal. Lanisha Hayes just did, so it's fresh on my mind. So thank you. You're much too kind. Tristan Cooper, Brandon McManus, Jared Devil, Jay Waller, Reggie Carter, Vista Light, and Tim Lamont. And that will be the end of the intros. Let's go ahead and get into it. So, first couple things I want to talk about, man. Some miscellaneous things. Ulysses Gilbert. Almost called him Grant. Y'all heard that? Y'all heard me say Gilbert? Ulysses Gilbert, UG3, has been put on IR. This is a tough blow, man, for me, personally. Now, we haven't really seen him with any game time action. But the reason why this is a tough blow for me is because we all understand the more that you're not on the field, even in the practice setting, it's going to hinder your progression. It's going to hinder your development. And I think UG3 has an opportunity, and I'm sure he'll be back next year, but he has an opportunity, man, to, materialize as another complement to a Devin Bush. We know Gilbert has a lot of speed, but he's raw. He was raw in college, but he has a lot of potential. He made some splash plays in the preseason, but, he's still kind of raw. You would think a guy like Metakevich is probably going to be gone after the season. We'll see. I don't think you re-sign him just for special team duty. We shall see. You would expect that your not running backs, but your linebackers are going to get on the field at some point. And I think UG3 has an opportunity if he continues to progress. So the blow right here to me is just development-wise. We probably were not going to see him on the field this season. But again, man, it's going to hinder his development with having, it's going to have a situation where he's going to be on IR. That's probably going to end the season when you're looking at week 9. All right. Now, speaking of IR, I heard someone ask this question on, I believe, maybe the podcast from Steelers Depot. I believe they were talking about, someone asked if Sean Davis would be returning. And I think they might have asked Tomlin that in his presser as well. He said he doesn't know. Yeah, it's coming back to me now. He says he doesn't really, have any more information on that. He basically says something to the effect that, once he once he's made aware that players have the opportunity to come back and they're healthy or what have you, then he's in that conversation. But before then, he just allows, the process to be the process. But it's a good question. When Sean Davis returns, if he is going to be designated to return, what do you do at that point? Have they gone away from Sean Davis? Clearly, Minkah Fitzpatrick is the new free safety. That's clear. But do you keep Sean Davis on the roster? Do you perhaps cut a guy like Cam Kelly for the remaining of the season? Or do you expect that maybe you'll try to bring Cam Kelly back next year? I don't know. I really don't know how to answer that one. And shout outs really quick, man, to Mahir Yisrael. I hope I'm saying your name correctly. Hope I at least got close to that. Let's give him a round of applause for the donation. Appreciate that donation checking in from the Bronx. And really quick, as I'm looking at the chat, let me take time to say this as well. Lanisha Hayes, can you please confirm that you are a female? Reason why I'm asking that question is obviously the name sounds like a female name, but this could be somebody else, using that account. The reason why I want you to confirm that is because we always recognize Debbie as being the lady of the chat. So I want to make sure I give credit to both of you if you are in fact a female as well. Always appreciate the female viewers. I love when females know their football, and I'm not being sexist or anything here for anybody who's taking that out of context. I just love, I love that because especially Debbie is so knowledgeable, man. And it's great. It's a great thing. When you don't have to look at that barrier or that, saying, oh, she's a woman, she doesn't know. No, that ain't the case with people like Debbie. So I love that. So yes, if you can definitely confirm that. Actually, thank you, Debbie. Debbie just confirmed it. So Lanisha, let me also give a respect to you. Now we have 2 ladies of the chat. So there you have it. We're going to always respect that and appreciate you viewing. Now, what else was I talking about? Sean Davis. I'll give my quick 2 cents on it, man. I mean, he's on the roster. Cam Kelly hasn't really shown us anything. He's basically a UDFA type of guy. We got him from the AFF or AAF, whatever that league was called. I don't think it will hurt anything to perhaps cut him or perhaps try to find a place for him on the practice squad and activate Sean Davis. Why not? I mean, people can say what they want about Sean Davis, but I might say I'd rather Sean Davis in that 3 safety set when we decide to do that, more so than what we've done, with a guy like Cam Kelly. And let him play out the rest of it, and, we'll probably part ways at the end of the season. That's my take. And wow, Maher, let me give you another round of applause. Another donation. Definitely appreciate that. Thank you, man. You're far too kind. Lanisha says her and her nephew are Steelers fans. He keeps her honest and updated. Listen, man, again, I appreciate it. I definitely appreciate you spending your time with me. I say the same thing with Debbie. It's always great when women come through in these forums, because, you know, a lot of times these things are dominated by men. So I always want to pay my respect to the ladies and include you guys as well as, again, as knowledgeable as you are. That's something to be very respected. So I love that. But yeah, that's what I got on Sean Davis, you know, really quick. I don't want to spend a lot of time on that, but I say if he's ready to play, if he's able to play, because who else are we going to designate to return? I don't think we have anybody else in that situation. We've been kind of lucky. Why not? You know, try to get the best players on the field. He's obviously not going to be a starter, but might as well get the last little bit out of him, and there you have it. You know, Cam Kelly ain't giving us nothing, so that's just my 2 cents. I don't know where it goes from there. Now, let's get into the film. I know that's what you guys are ready for, right? Boy, is there a lot to show you guys. I'm going to try to be as quick as I can, but man, boy, do we have a lot to show, and I do see we have a caller in the queue, so 609, if you hold on for a while, you'll be the first up. If you guys want to call in, phone number is right there on the screen. If perhaps you're listening and you're unable to view it, the phone number is 619-924-0818. I would love to hear your thoughts. Let's get into this film, folks. Game Pass activated. All right. Now, before I go into it, let me check with you guys, because you're the ones who are viewing it. How is it? As far as, you know, does it look okay? Is it too big, too small, what have you? Does it look fine? Y'all let me know before I show an actual play. And actually, while y'all are doing that, let me scroll and find a play that I want to show you guys. But let me know how you guys feel about it, as far as, you know, is that enough? And again, you know, I keep it a little bit smaller because I'm trying to avoid any opportunity of being hit with a copyright situation. So let me see how you guys feel about that. Perfect. Okay, appreciate that gold drip. All right, so let's get to my notes, man. The first play we're gonna look at. Before I get into the play, let me give some love to Adaney. You guys heard me say, and let me put this down one more second so you guys can see me. You heard me say Adaney hasn't been doing much. He has done a couple things in this game. You know, he perked up a little bit. You know, he was part of the reason why that fumble happened on that free kick, as well as, you know, it was a play that I'm going to show you here in a moment where he got some pressure. So now that I've been able to look at the film, I got to walk back what I said a little bit. Adaney is doing some things. It's not as impactful, but again, another young player, you know, maybe he'll get better as time goes on, but I'm going to start paying a little more attention to him. But I had to stop myself here and give him a little respect, you know, before I continue to say that he hasn't been doing much. So just wanted to update you guys on that. So here we go. First play we're going to look at, man. We're going to look at the Colts offense first. We want to kind of look at their touchdowns. And I'm going to look at a couple of them here. The first one will be 3rd and 1 at the Pittsburgh 11, first quarter, 12 minutes and 2 seconds left in the game. Let me find that play. And we got to pick on Devin Bush, guys. We got to pick on Devin Bush. What I got? 12:02. No, it can't be 12:02. It must be the second quarter. Hold on. Give me a second, guys. Just when I thought my note taking was better. I got first quarter, but that can't be in the first quarter. Can't be. That must have been in the second quarter. Give me a second. There it is, yeah. All right. Second quarter, we're going to show it to you guys in regular speed fast. And then we shall break it down. Touchdown. Now let's look at it from the end zone view. Woo, Doyle put a nice move on him, didn't he? All right, so let's go back to it, man. Now, what I want to point out here, and I want to give a shout out to my good buddy Kenyon. Let me say this before I even go any further. And you guys don't need to see my mug here, so just listen up. Well, you know what? Let me just, there you go. I know, whatever. Here's the thing. There's no right and wrong answer, right? We all have our own opinions, and we all have our own philosophies. And it's interesting because me and Kenya had a discussion about this play, and he actually enlightened me on something. He says, actually, a lot of teams do run man in this situation, where you guys have heard me say, I don't like when we run man when we're closer to the goal line, because my philosophy would be, and I guess it depends on personnel and everything, my philosophy would be you got less field to cover. So if you have the guy type of team that can play a tight zone, a more condensed zone, it would be ideal in this situation from the 11-yard line. However, Kenyon is right. A lot of teams do run man in this situation, and where Kenyon and I agreed, if you're going to run man, it probably would behoove you to run a little press action to buy yourself more time. And it's less field to cover. But a lot of times with the Steelers, we seem to get picked off in these situations, right? We seem to always be out of place. Remember last week, the Miami play when they ran that simple pick to this same side, and it was an easy touchdown. Because our players haven't seemed to been able in the recent years switch off. Because you see some teams run this very well when they decide to do man. They do kind of a match type concept, where it is man, it's basically zone turning into man, but they pass people off. Our team hasn't been good at that. But let me show you what happened here. Let me bring the film back up. The reason why Devin Bush got beat here, let's put it in slow-mo. Let me move it a little bit here. Oops. I hate when this thing does this. It always freezes. All right, here we go. Now, to the naked eye, a lot of people are going to say this was the problem right here. To the naked eye, people will blame Minkah Fitzpatrick right there, right? However, look at the formation. They got two receivers split out here and your tight end. So it's basically trips. Single side over here in like a short split. So Minkah can't just play the middle. Minkah has to make a decision here. And honestly, this was a great play and recognition by the Colts. You're going to go with your best matchup. So Minkah has to look at, in this situation, just so you guys know what we're running here, this is basically cover 2 man, right? It's basically cover 2 man. It more or less, it ends up looking more like a cover 1. And the reason why I say that is because, how close the strong safety is with this. The principle here is you still got 2 guys playing deep. So this pretty much turns into cover 2 because both safeties are playing deep and you got man underneath. So it's cover 2 man is what it ends up looking like. Didn't look like that pre-snap because of where Edmonds' alignment was. But clearly, Edmonds covers this very well. So you got help on the backside. Edmonds has the inside. The reason why you can do that, however, you got man underneath. So Edmonds has the freedom to play this guy, who would be now the number 1 receiver on this side. He has the luxury of not being able to having to worry about anything else. He's just going to bracket this guy because there's really no other threats. Now, some would say, well, how come he didn't stay here and hold and play this guy? Would be the same situation, right? You got to play your deepest threat and your closest threat. Same thing with Minkah. Minkah has to help out these guys. That's what the deep safety is there for. He has to help with this coverage. And clearly Minkah is going to play this guy in case he runs a post. He feels like that's the bigger threat, which technically it is. He's the closest to him. And that leaves a vacancy right here. And Devin Bush gets beat. Let's look at it here in slow motion again. You know, he's a rookie, guys. Growing pains. Check it out. Excuse me. My nephew Karan tuning in. Hey, Karan, what's going on? So look at this. Woo! Devin Bush. Welcome to the lead, baby. Welcome to the lead. Now, let me tell you what Devin Bush's mistake could possibly be in this situation. This is just me. This is how I would coach it. Don't give up inside leverage. You have safety help back there. Even if Minkah is still compromised, where Minkah has to decide where the help is, where he's gonna get, give his help. Don't give this guy the outside release. And he doesn't. He doesn't at first. Bush stays square until about here. And again, Bush played great technique here. But where his mistake was is he bit on the double move pretty much. And there you have it. And again, I'm not going to say it was a mistake, but I'm just telling you guys how I would coach it. And I'm sure maybe this is how it was coached, because as you can see, Bush is playing inside leverage. He's playing the inside technique. But, in this situation, I might teach it where keep your back pedal a little more neutral. Because in this scenario, it's 3rd and 11. You got to understand where you are on the field. You can allow yourself to cheat a little bit. You don't have to just bite on that. Even if that comes open, you got the closing speed to make the tackle. So you don't have to react to it as fast. But again, guys, I'm asking a whole lot for somebody to do in the throes of the situation. But that's how he got beat. Bam. Easy touchdown. There you have it. And see, I'm already spending way too much time on this. So let me speed it up. The next one, second quarter, 1st and 10 from the Pittsburgh 14-yard line. 47 seconds left. Let me find that one. Here we are. Let's look at this one in regular speed, and then we'll go back and take a look. Excuse me. Yikes. That's that matchup I don't like. We'll let you see it from this angle as well. Minkah playing in the middle of the field. Mike Hilton got beat there. Let's go back and take a look. So, same look, right? Same look as far as pretty much off snap, but this one is more so a cover one, right? And the reason why is because, as you're going to see here, watch what the safety does here. He's going to come right down and jump his guy right there. Nobody is deep except for Minkah, so this is straight man across the board. But here's the problem. This matchup is exactly what the Colts wants. Him on Mike Hilton. That's a mismatch right off the jump because mainly height. Now, one could say, well, maybe Minkah should have played more over here, and that's always a guessing game. You have to decide who your threat is. You understand what I'm saying? So you can't really put this on Minkah because this is a very compromising position for a safety to play cover one in this situation, at least in my opinion. This is the reason why I said I would prefer, if I have guys who are better equipped to play zone, I might play a real tight zone in this area from the 14-yard line because, my man, I don't have the great matchups across the board in man. This also should have probably been Cam Sutton. We see that Cam Sutton comes in a lot in passing situations for, Mike Hilton here. This was a situation where he didn't, and that was what happened. And Minkah did react to it. He just can't get there. He can't cover that much ground. And Hoyer throws it high, and there you have it. And I'll show it to you from this angle, regular speed. Then we'll move on to the next one. That's called football right there, folks. That's football. Find your matchup and exploit it. All right, the next one we're going to look at 3rd and 8. 9 minutes and 32 seconds left, and as luck would have it, I did not write down the quarter, so I'm going to have to scroll and look for it. Give me a second. I think this was later in the game. This might have been the 3rd quarter, I'm guessing. 9 minutes and 32 seconds left. So let me go to the Colts. Here we go. Yeah, this was in the 4th. Now we're going to watch both of these plays back to back. Check this out. Y'all remember that one? And I'm not going to, not going to replay this one. Just let you see it in regular speed. The reason why this is important is if we get the sack here, if Cam is able to make that tackle, slow motion, baby, bring it back. If Cam is able to make this tackle, there's no touchdown more than likely for the Colts. They're probably going to kick a field goal here. Probably going to kick the field goal there. They don't. Scramble drill. Sutton comes up. Saves a touchdown. Good tackling, good discipline right there by Cam Sutton. Perfect tackle. Beautiful stuff there. All right, so that brings us to the touchdown play, and let me show you what happened there. Minkah Fitzpatrick was a little undisciplined on this play. See that? We're going to break it down in a minute. Minkah was a little undisciplined on this play. So as much as we praise him, we also got to, point out the situations where made a little mistake. And let's slow it down real quick. Here's the thing. You have to keep your distance. I understand if you see the quarterback scrambling, you want to close and make the tackle. But you have to also understand what's behind you. So boom. Minkah has to remember that he is the help back here. But there's also a mistake here by, who is that? Mark Barron and Joe Hayden. And I don't know which guy was at fault because I honestly don't know what the coverage was here. But look at what happened. Hayden, well, you know what? Hayden should have stayed with the number 1. Here's your number 2 in this situation. Hayden should have stayed with him. He came up, as did Mark Barron, and left him wide open. But once again, had Minkah Fitzpatrick not been so ambitious and helped to play the deep area, this guy's not wide open. He has pressure coming. That's Mike Hilton coming on the blitz. So Mike Hilton is going to take care of that. And of course, you're not seeing all of that in real time. Maybe Minkah's able to see Hilton there. I don't know. But you got to stay disciplined in these situations. He didn't. Left the vacancy. I don't know what the situation was with Barron and Hayden. You give up a touchdown. But again, Cam Hayward gets that sack. We're not talking about that touchdown. All right, keep it moving, man. Let's go to the some of these plays I'm going to skip, man. I'm not going to show the Juju interception. It was kind of a bad decision by Rudolph. Even though it was an NFL throw, he zipped it in there, hit Juju in the hands. He should have caught it. Let's go to this play here. Edmonds run, let me see. Yeah, 1st and 10 from Pittsburgh 25 at 7:09 in the first quarter. Got to show you guys this play. This was phenomenal. Let me see. Where was it at? 7:09. Not going to spend too much time with this, man, because I want to zip through it, man. I want to leave a little bit of time for the calls. Beautiful stuff there, man. But I'm going to show you exactly why this happened the way it did. Got to give Randy Fichtner a lot of credit for this. We're going to put this in slow motion, and I want you guys to see what happened here. Misdirection to perfection. All right, let's go. Freeze it. With Rosie Nix going here, it gives the illusion that this is going to be some type of lead play, right? Looks like it's going to be some type of lead or ISO or what have you. Sucks up both linebackers. Look at how he comes crashing down. You know, you got to always respect that when you see a fullback getting to his spot. He comes crashing down, but look at the motion. Not motion, look at the pulling. Right here we got 3 down blocks. You got Filer, you got Banner, as well as Nick Vannett. They're going to down block. Pouncey and DeCastro is going to pull. And look at that vacancy. Any of us could have ran through that right now. You get out of your chair, out of your couch. We could have ran through that hole with ease. But what I love about what Pouncey does here, let me let it keep playing. Pouncey knows that he's probably not going to get all the way in front of him. So he sells out and he gives just enough on it. Right here. Sells out and goes into the cut block. And that's great. Because if he stays on his feet, and if he tries to, you know, reach block him or what have you, that's, you know, this dude might be able to get there. Maybe. He might be able to run around Pouncey. So the fact that Pouncey identified that I'm not going to get there, lays out, he essentially takes both of those guys out to play, and then it's off to the races. Great design, beautiful blocking scheme, and look at how that opened up. That's outstanding. And I don't recall seeing that play later in the game. It maybe once or twice, but we probably should have kept going to that. I digress. Let's go to the next play I want to show you guys. And don't worry, I'm going to show you the Minkah Fitzpatrick play. Definitely going to show you that. What else do I want to show here? 2nd and 7 from the Indianapolis 15. Where's that at? 4 minutes and 10 seconds. Right, let's see what happened here. All right, let's slow this down. Play action fake. Look at Johnny Holton. Can y'all spot Johnny Holton? Look at Holton. Y'all see it? He's wide open in the end zone, folks. Folks, look at this. It's before, look, right now he's open. And the reason why I'm showing you this is because not that quarterbacks miss people all the time, but what Rudolph did a lot in this game is he's locked in on his first read. It's almost like he knows in his mind, he already knows where he's going. He's not reading the levels. You got to read your levels here. You know, I don't expect him to get here. Excuse me. That's a tough throw anyway. It's going to be across your body. You might not want to try to fit that in there. That's a tight throw. But you got to read the levels. This dude ain't even looking at Johnny Holton, right? So if you know that Holton is basically running straight down the field, this guy's not even watching him. He's going to run past him. Easy. And look where he ends up. You throw that to the back of the end zone. At least try it. You check it down. And he was checked down Charlie all day. And what do you get? Nothing. Because if I'm not mistaken, I don't think we didn't get a touchdown in that drive. All right, what's the next play I want to show you guys? Let's try to speed through this thing. Speed. 2nd and 1 at the Indianapolis 1-yard line. 2 minutes, or excuse me, 1 minute and 56 seconds left. This one's going to piss a lot of you guys off. Watch this. Okay, for you guys that didn't see that, put it in slow motion. Watch the oats. Watch the oats. What movie is that from? Watch DeCastro, man. Watch David DeCastro. Bruh, where you going? And watch DeCastro after the fact. He's like, That's 6. That's a touchdown. Look at that. You got Rosie and DeCastro. Where is Trey Edmonds going? I mean, where is he going? Come on, fam. And again, why is that important? We did not get a touchdown on that drive. 3rd and 10. 1 minute and 10 seconds left. Oh, excuse me, 3rd and 3 from the Indianapolis 3. I think it's this one right here. Same drive, mind you. The very next play. Pay attention to Mason Rudolph. Watch this. Matter of fact, hold on. Let me show it to you from this angle. See how open the middle of the field is right there? Keep watching. Keep watching. Pause. Take off. Take off. Look. What are you doing? Take off. We need 3 yards. 3. We need 3. Where is he going? Where he going? And look, right here. What's he doing, man? Bro, you looking at the vacancy. Yeah, my man is right there, but you gonna get 3. It's very possible that you get 3 right here. And then look, the dude turns his head. He's going to his left now. All right, man. Let me get to the nitty gritty, man. Let me see. Let's go to 3rd and 7 because I need to speed this up. 3rd and 7, and 5 minutes and 30 seconds left. I believe this was in the 3rd quarter. I believe this was in the 3rd. It might have been later on, but hold on. I'm gonna find it. Here it is. Yeah, this was in the 3rd. Check this out. Excuse me. Vance McDonald has a touchdown right here, folks. And why am I showing you that? 2 reasons why I'm showing you this. Look at Jalen Samuels. First time that I saw Rudolph go through his progressions pretty well in that game. And look at what happened. Finally finds McDonald. Well, oops, let me slow it down. Look at Jalen Samuels, who is right there. Keep watching. Bruh, what is Rudolph doing? Rudolph, look, he's clean pocket. Bruh, throw it. Look at all of this. What's he doing? And I specifically remember this one because me and Floyd and a host of people around us, what are you doing? We screaming, throw it, throw it. Did you see that? Jalen Samuels is open from jump. This is a corner route. Throw it. That's his problem, man. Mason Rudolph is he's too safe. He's too safe. Now I'm going to show you 2 more plays on Rudolph because, again, I'm running out of time. And sorry, guys, the calls are going to have to be a little less tonight. But I think y'all are enjoying this film, right? 2 more plays with Rudolph, and then we're going to show the Minkah Fitzpatrick play, and then we're going to get out of here. But trust me, there's a bunch that I could show you. A bunch that I could show you. Actually, I'm going to show you 3 more. We got to look at the worst play of the game here. We got to. 1 minute and 12 seconds left, and I believe this was in the 3rd as well. Yeah. Worst play of the game, and I ain't even going to spend a lot of time here. Worst play of the game by Mason Rudolph. Come on, fam. What are you doing? Now, y'all know me. I'm an equal opportunist when it comes to giving credit and give him blame. I got to get on him right here. He's young, though. Again, I'm not ready to throw him in the trash. But you cannot do this. Pump fake, then run back into the end zone. You got to know where you are. If you're going to do that, even if you're going to do that, step up. Now, I know that's cluttered right there, but you know you can't go backwards. When you got Justin Houston behind you, you basically allowed Villanueva did his job. Push him to the outside, but you backed right into him. What are you thinking? All right, keep it moving. 2nd and 10 with 54 seconds left on the clock. I'm going to show y'all this one as well. Vance McDonald. Just keep your eyes on Vance McDonald. Y'all see that? Y'all see that? Watch this. And this is the light version. Vance McDonald was opening the seam a good majority of the game. Look at this. Rudolph is looking that way. Read your progressions, man. Where you going? And this is the difference right here to me between Ben Roethlisberger and Mason Rudolph. Mason Rudolph is stuck on this screen. There's no improv. Where Ben Roethlisberger is going to read his progression. Look at what happens here. Vance is wide open. This is what you want. He's biting on the screen. You watch this dude coming at. Do you not see him coming after Jalen Samuels? Why are you throwing that? That ain't going nowhere. That was a 4-yard loss. Look at Vance McDonald once again. Look at this. Look at this. Look. Look. Fam. All right, one more, man. And I apologize, guys, but y'all gonna have to tell me. I'm gonna ask y'all after the show if y'all don't mind the Tuesday show being more film and less calls. But we already at 42 minutes. I'm sorry, but I think you guys enjoy this. But y'all will give me the feedback. Let's look at this play too. Once again, look at Vance McDonald. Look at Vance McDonald. Wide open in the back of the end zone. Y'all see that? On a wheel route. Look at Vance. Fam, this is a clean pocket. Let me show it to you from this angle. Clean pocket. Clean pocket. Step up in the pocket and deliver a shot. What are you doing, Mason? You got Vance on the wheel. Now, I know some people are going to say that could be a tough throw, but nah, this dude is chasing him. He's chasing the outside receiver. Throw that to the back of the pylon. It's a touchdown. And actually, I lied. I got one more to show y'all. I got to show you the Switzer play. Let me see if I can find it. Give me a second. There's so many more plays I wanted to show you guys, man, but I don't want to. I don't want to spend so much time on it. I've already done it. Where's the Switzer play? Okay, it was after that. Okay, here it is. Let's go back. It was 7:09. It was right after that big time throw. I mean, that big time run by Trey Edmonds. I wanted to show this for two reasons. A lot of people give a lot of, we beef about Ryan Switzer. It was right after this play. Let me show you something. Switzer could have had a touchdown here had pressure not been in Rudolph's face. Watch Switzer. Same wheel route. Look at that. He butt naked. He's butt naked right there. Y'all see that? Let me show it to you again. Slow motion. Slow motion. There's Switzer. Watch. Butt naked open, dog. Look at that. That's 6. That's 6. Look at Switzer all alone. Only problem is, again, we saw that in the stands, but now when I can look at the film, I have to I have to walk it back a little bit. Mason Rudolph had pressure in his face. He couldn't get it there. But it's just to show you guys that receivers are getting open. In this game, receivers were getting open. They had opportunities, and it was either Rudolph missing or, he had pressure in his face. All right, so now let's get to Minka, man. Let's get to Minka. And then we'll get out of here. All right, so let's look at your boy. I wanted to show y'all so much more, man. I wanted to show the James Washington play, but this is just taking too long, man. I might have to start doing a separate show just for film. Let me see this. Look at this. Look at this, man. Beautiful stuff here. Let's roll it back. I want y'all to see it from the overhead view first in slow motion. Minka's right here in the middle of the field. This is a center fielder. Look at how fast he reads the action. Jumps it. Bam. And he's off to the races. And look at your boy Ola right here. Ola. Look at Ola. Quentin Nelson gave him a little piece of his mind. But I appreciate the effort by Ola right there, being undersized. But let's look at it from this view. Check out your boy Minka right up there. Look at how fast he reads his key, his threat, reads the eyes of the quarterback, and closes on that thing. Bam. That is how you play safety. That is how you become a center fielder. This is outstanding. Look at how fast he makes his decision. And in case the people from Madden is watching this is the stuff I be talking about with Madden. We don't get this type of action. We don't get the DBs and the deep safeties reading the action like that. But that was an outstanding play. That and that alone makes me happy about that first round pick. We haven't had that type of play in the secondary from a free safety in years. Years. And I'm including Troy Polamalu because Polamalu was a strong safety. We haven't had that in eons. Well worth a first round pick. This boy is better than anything we're going to get as a safety perceivably in the draft. So I don't care. We got our guy early, and we're going to have him for this season plus 3 more. That's all I got. But all right, man, I took a long time, didn't I? But y'all tell me. Leave the comment. Let me know. Did y'all appreciate that? Do you prefer lengthy film study on Tuesday with less calls? Or do you guys want me to do it kind of 50-50? Because I can condense it. I promise I could do whatever you guys ask me to do. I just get a little overzealous and get excited when I watch the plays. But it's whatever you guys want. So y'all let me know. I prefer more film. All right. Well, y'all keep letting me know, man. Leave the comments. We're going to go to the phones now. And guys, obviously, we're not going to be able to take many. Luckily enough, it looks like we only have... well, I spoke too soon. We have 4 in the queue, guys. Please, short. I only got about 12 minutes left. All right. First up, area code 609. What you got for us, man?
Hello?
Yes, sir. What's up?
What's going on, SimFBallCritic?
Nothing much, man. What you got for us?
Man, the way I look at it is Mason Rudolph, he reminds me of Tom Brady. Now, hold the brakes and stuff. Remember back then, like young, like, before they won Super Bowls like Tom Brady, their first Super Bowl, Tom Brady and them, like the thing is, it was like Tom Brady, it was like, he had growing pains similar to like, Mason Rudolph, but they had a stellar defense though. That's the way I look at it though. And it's like, you think about it, it's like, it's kind of reminiscent of that, but not as successful as, Brady's like that. Because Brady, like, he picked up, he grew and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? That's how I view it, like right now, it's like that, It's like, he's just going through growing pains. People got to realize this is his first year. He needs his first year in order to, see what he's working with and stuff. Just want to know what your thoughts against, LA Rams. Can't start slow and stuff like that. Definitely can't play like the way we did against Indianapolis. And I'm curious to say, what's your thoughts on Terrell Edmonds? I mean, he's been quiet and stuff like that. You haven't been really hearing anything from him. That's all I want to say. Have a great day, and yeah.
All right, man. I appreciate the call, but I got to ask the rest of you guys, keep it super short. We got 6 more calls in the queue. In and out, man. Like, I'm talking 40 seconds or less because, I took all the time showing film. I'm only going to comment really quick. Tom Brady, I can't say I see that. Only because I didn't study Tom Brady early, so I don't know how he struggled, et cetera, et cetera. I wasn't looking at other teams then. I can only compare him to maybe Roethlisberger and say that maybe he'll have to grow into his own like Ben did. I can't say anything about the Brady thing, but there you have it. Real quick, guys, in and out, please. Area code 814. What do you got for us, man?
Hey, man, how you doing?
Good, man. How you doing?
Hey, how you doing? I thought that the D line was good. I thought that they wore down the offensive line of the Colts as the game went on. It's my birthday tomorrow, so let's go. Steeler Nation, man. Let's do it.
Hey, man, I appreciate the call and happy birthday to you, man. I definitely appreciate that. If I'm not mistaken, correct me if I'm wrong, but I think 814 might be Kegel's Bagels. I think so. You can correct me in the chat, but if so, happy birthday to Kegel's Bagels. Have you a big bagel on your birthday, man. Appreciate the call. Next up, area code 224. What you got for us?
Yeah, this is James from Milwaukee, and I was just calling. I got 2 thoughts real quick. I think that I feel like sometimes we're being a little too hard on Mason.
Mm-hmm.
I think that he'll eventually get to feel more comfortable. I think that's something that hasn't really helped him is that we haven't had a consistent running game just because of James Conner injury and just having different systems going on in their running game. That's one of my thoughts. And then my second thought is because I am in Milwaukee, I don't get to see the local games. My local games are the Packers, sadly. So if anybody or you, Sim, have any idea of how I can watch the Steelers game on Sunday, please let me know. That's it. Thanks for everything, Sim.
Hey, man, thank you for calling, man, from Milwaukee. I don't think you've called before, so first I want to thank you for that. And if you are a first-time viewer, appreciate it. As far as watching the game, as far as I know, I'm going to give you both. Legally, you could probably go to a local sports bar. Quote-unquote illegally, and YouTube, I'm not promoting this. I'm just saying. If you want to try to find a stream online, there are sites out there. YouTube is a little touchy. Maybe shoot me an email at SimFBallCritic@gmail.com and I could give you the site, but I don't want to say it here for obvious reasons. But there are ways to stream things like that. So, but like I said, hit me up if you want to know. Keep it going, rolling. 267. What you got for us?
Hey Sam, it's the Hot. I missed your show on Sunday. There was a play that you didn't go over tonight that I wanted to talk about on Sunday, and why Keith Butler needs to be fired, and why he is the reason why we're not a 1 or 2 defense. Is on the 4th and 2 that they went on, and we were still in the same nickel defense that we were on 3rd down the play before. I think it was in the 3rd quarter, and he didn't get touched until he was behind the linebackers. He got like 4 or 5 yards off the run. There was nobody plugging in the gap. I mean, anyway, I'm not going to dwell on that, but I'm just saying he needs to be fired. He needs to be fired. I'm not going to let it go. But what I really wanted to talk about was everybody needs to remember how frustrating Ben was in his 1st, 2nd, and 3rd years. We're talking about how we want Mason Rudolph to take more chances and try to take more opportunities, which I don't disagree with. But if we remember correctly, back in 04, 05, and 06, Ben was throwing interceptions and fumbling the ball.
2-minute warning.
A lot of hits. So we were frustrated with Ben for the complete opposite of what we're frustrated with Rudolph with. So I think we all need to kind of step back and let him kind of progress on his own. Thanks for letting me talk, Tim.
No problem, man. Definitely appreciate the call. But guys, I gotta ask y'all, come on, we gotta speed the calls up, man. I don't want to cut nobody. But yes, we do gotta relax. We gotta let Mason Rudolph grow into his own. Let's see what he has. I'm not gonna argue the Butler thing. Yeah, the defense looks better, but I still think situational football, there are times that Butler still doesn't put the best chance out there, whether that be personnel or whether that be formation. So I'm not going to disagree with that. Next up, keep it fast, guys. We probably got about 6 minutes left. Area code 219. What you got for us?
All right, yeah, I want to piggyback on what the other guy said. Keith Butler needs to be fired. I really wish I was the Rooney so I can fire him myself. I would love to pack up everything he owns in the Steelers and kick it away. There was no reason why Brian Hoyer scored those 2 touchdowns in the beginning. It's because Keith Butler led him. He kept playing that soft zone coverage. It was horrible. You have a good day.
Yeah, man, I don't disagree with that. Like I said, with me and Kenyon having our discussion, when you should use man, when you should use zone in a short yardage like that. I think me and Kenyon both came to an agreement where if you're going to do it, if you're going to play man, at least get up on them. Make it hard. Press them off the line or something. The soft zone is not going to work. I think play a very tight zone. That we've seen teams do this in years past. When you're in short yardage situations, you just can't come out with the same vanilla stuff. So that's why I don't like Keith Butler still, is situationally. Next up, area code 803. What you got for us, man?
Hey, brother, thank you very much for the excellent film study. You cleared a lot of things up for me last week. I was a little hard on the wide receiver core, but you showed me what's going on with Mason, with his progressions. Secondly, this week, I got 4 guys we need on the bulletin board that need to come through for us. Our interior offensive line, Pouncey, DeCastro, and hopefully Roman Foster. We need to do everything we can to make life difficult on Mr. Aaron Donald. Secondly, Mason Rudolph, ball security. We don't need Jalen Samuels making our life difficult. Thank you very much and have a great night.
Absolutely, 803. Appreciate the call, man. We're doing good now. Even my responses have been short. I absolutely agree, and you all know I'm doing a pregame show about these Rams. Boy, Aaron Donald I'm already afraid. He's going to wreak havoc. We're going to need the interior guys to really step up. Also, yes, Rudolph has got to secure the ball, man. This is too many times we've seen him get stripped when he's sacked. Come on, Rudolph. We're going to give you time, but we want to see that time go a little faster. Next up, 616, and let's just say this now. We got 2 calls left, 616, and then we're going to end with 931. We got about 3.5 minutes now. 616, what you got for us, man?
All right, so I saw Mason Rudolph in the pocket. He just doesn't seem to have any awareness of where the defender's at, especially when the pocket collapses on him. He tries to scramble, and then instead of going forward, he was going out of bounds, or he just didn't see anyone behind him. That's when he'd get stripped or strip sacked. So I thought Delvin Hodges showed up. I mean, he was a NCAA Division II quarterback, but he did win the championship with Stanford. I think he was better. He showed up for us. So I just wanted to know what your thoughts were. Thank you. Bye.
No problem, man. Thanks for the call. I'll be really brief with that. This is not, not being negative or anything here. I'm just gonna try to state the facts really quick. I don't think we can say that about Hodges. Hodges wasn't put in this situation, meaning Hodges wasn't asked to pass as much or as frequent as Rudolph has in these couple games that he's been in. That was not the plan against the Chargers. We handed the ball off very, very often. His best game to me as far as making passes, making a couple plays, was against the Ravens, but we didn't see enough of it. So I just don't have enough to say one is a clear favorite. I need to see Hodges play more. Let me get a full game of him where he's really passive, not us protecting him. Then I can make that determination, because remember against the Chargers, when he did push it down the field, got picked off. So, not knocking either one of those guys. I'm just saying we got to be careful when we can just say that Hodges is better than Rudolph. I don't know. Last up, man, 931, and I know who this is. This is one of you guys' favorite. 931, what you got for us, man?
Man, what it do, Sim, man? It's your boy, Rough House Boxing TV, man. Coming to you live from a planet called Clarksville, Tennessee. But, good film study tonight, man, as always. Love the way you break it down. Quick question, man. I was just wondering, with the absence of Tuitt, are you noticing a difference in pass rush? Is there a lack of pass rush? Does it seem the same to you? Just wondering your thoughts on that. And then also, I want to say, I think we should hold off on the criticism of Mason Rudolph, man. This is dude's fourth NFL game. You know what I'm saying? So let's pull the reins back on the horses. You know what I'm saying? We're not gonna come with the pitchforks and the burning stakes just yet, man. Give him a little bit more time, man. And as always, man, y'all make sure y'all subscribe to the homie Sim, man. Y'all see how he put this film study together for everybody, giving y'all good content, giving that good work, man. And if you're not subscribed to Sim, I'm sorry, you're slipping on your pimping. As always, man, y'all already know what it is. I am That Boy Box. This is Rough House Boxing TV, and y'all make sure y'all stop by the house. Just remember to wipe your feet and close the door. And I'm out. Cheers.
My man, Rough House Boxing. Yeah, man, I'm going to fully agree with that. Let me take these headphones off, and I'll spend maybe another 4 or 5 minutes in the queue just looking at chats. But I got to get out of here, man. I've already hit my hour. Got to try to get it a little tighter, but I just think it's too early. I'm going to keep saying that until it's not too early. I think it's too early for us to feel like we have a clear winner between Hodges and Rudolph. I would like to see Hodges in this same situation. Now, I know some of you guys are saying his pocket awareness is better. I need to see it in live action. More so than when we saw it against the Chargers. I know y'all not trying to tell me that the Chargers game was enough. I don't think so. That's my opinion, though. I can't make y'all change y'all's mind. I'm just saying, how can you, with anything, how can you come to a conclusion that fast? I just don't operate like that. So that's just me. But anyway, guys, what y'all got, man? Throw it out there. Give me a couple chats, man. Well, I'm gonna stay about 3 minutes, and then I'm gonna get out of here. But what do y'all got, man? And of course, while I'm waiting for you guys' comments, yeah, the Rams, man, we got a lot we need to be concerned with that team. I'm gonna get into that on the pregame show. Not only just Donald, man, but yeah, Jalen Ramsey. And let me answer Rough House Boxing. I almost forgot. The rush up the middle doesn't seem to be what it was without Tuitt. You know, Hayward is doing okay. Hayward was definitely doing some good things against Nelson, against the run. But it seems like in that game, all of that pressure was coming from the outside, which is cool. But you could coach around that. Push guys to the outside. You know, I would love to see us be able to at least contain the middle of that, you know, get middle pressure as well so guys can't, step up on us. But it has taken a dip. It's definitely taken a dip because when you go back and look at the games when Tuitt was in there, Tuitt was wreaking havoc. Also, one thing that I kind of noticed, we are blitzing a little more. We didn't blitz as much when Tuitt was out there. So we had more confidence in just the 4. But just my thoughts. But real quick, Real Fact says, we invested a pick with Rudolph. He's going to be the guy we just go with. Okay, I'm not mad at that. Kenya says, yes, that's exactly what they are saying, Sim. Crazy, right? Nick Booman says, if our defense didn't ball out against the Chargers, we lose that game. Hey, say it again. Say it again, Nick Booman. I just don't know how people are seeing this so fast. I don't know. I don't know. But it is what it is. I'm not going to take y'all's opinion away. Rajan says the Steelers played Chick over James Harrison, so sometimes they're wrong. Okay. Okay, I agree with that. I'm not sure if that was like a counterpoint to something, but okay, I feel you. Well, that's not. I'm not gonna get into that, but yeah, I think they kind of misused James Harrison, but also Harrison definitely was a liability in coverage, as is Chickalo. So I don't know what that was all about. I'm not gonna try to dive down that or go down that rabbit hole. Why Diggy says Cam Hayward deserves some props for pushing Quentin Nelson around. He absolutely did. It was some of those plays I wanted to show. I just don't have the time, guys. Man, the reason why I'm kind of skeptical of doing a separate show, maybe I'll end the show with that. I'll throw my idea out there, and you guys let me know what you think. But it's kind of tough, but I'll get to it. Give me a second. Gerald Williams says, coach our D-line to get horizontal in the hole and stop making them rush to pass it. Okay. Can't deny that. We gotta tighten up on that run too, man. Todd Gurley is gonna be a different ball game. Kegels Bagel says, keep in mind, we had a tough schedule to start. 1 loss to New England, 2-point loss to I think you're saying 2 we lost to Seattle, and then undefeated San Francisco with the backup. Okay, yeah. I fully agree with that. Brick says Chickalo sucks, by the way. Yeah, Chickalo, just a guy. He's just a jag, in my opinion. How do I feel about Bud now? Hey, man, in case you guys missed the show on Sunday, Bud he's earned his name back with me. He's still going to be 48 to Kenyon. But at the moment, he's Bud against the pass and the run right now. I'm calling him Bud again. Liking what I see out of him. It's going to be interesting what happens if he continues to play the way he's played. He's at 6 sacks right now. If he ends up with double-digit sacks, it's going to be interesting to see what happens. Does he test free agency? Does the Steelers try to sign him? It's going to be very interesting. Debbie says, dude's working for next year, Cedric. Yeah, he is. He going to get paid, too. That's the crazy thing. He's going to get paid. He's having a good enough season already to where he's going to make some bread. The question is are the Steelers going to pay him or is he going to go elsewhere? Big Marv says, Aaron Donald is coming to town. Definitely not good. Definitely not good. Debbie says, still unnamed to me, too. Look, I feel both Debbie and I feel Kenyon. Because on one end of the spectrum, I feel the same way. He's still, we're hard on him because we're just seeing it now. And that's where all of our negativity comes from when it comes to number 48, is we're just seeing him now. We're just seeing it in this year where we can respectfully say that's Bud Dupree. And that's why we feel that way. Last thing, Rough House Boxing says, the guy that was asking about ways to watch Steeler games, download the Yahoo Sports app. They show live NFL games. They absolutely do. Only reason why I didn't recommend that, Rough House, because I wasn't sure if they still do it by area. I wasn't sure about that, but yes, try that as well. Like I said, send me an email, SimFBallCritic@gmail.com, and I could probably mention to you another way. I just don't want to do that here, and you guys should understand why. All right, before we wrap up, let me say this. I would love to do a show where I'm showing bunches of film, like maybe a whole hour worth. Here's the dilemma. This is still NFL footage. I have a monetized channel. I have to be very careful with that because the NFL could give me a copyright. It seems to work okay when I'm doing this stream because my full stream is not NFL footage. However, I would still like to bring that to you guys, even in a separate show, but I'd have to figure out some kind of way that I could demonetize it, which I'm going to be 100% honest and transparent with you guys. You don't do anything for free, if that makes sense. You understand what I'm saying? If I'm going to spend my time, I want to be compensated for it. So if I'm going to do a video that I can't monetize, it's a waste of my time technically. So we'll have to find a way to do it. I've had some ideas. My cousin Floyd shot an idea out there to me that might work. And if I do that, maybe I'll throw it at you guys and see what happens. We'll see. But basically, if I have to demonetize the video, we might have to find another way for it to be monetized, maybe outside of YouTube. We'll see. But just keep in mind, I want to do that, but that's the dilemma I have. And I'm just being honest with y'all. Who else do that? I tell y'all exactly what's going on. I don't have no hidden agenda. I tell y'all exactly what's going on. Time is money. You understand? So there you have it. But I guess that's gonna do it. Great show tonight. I loved all the participation from you guys. I love the comments like always. I think I showed a ton of footage. And hopefully, man, for some of you guys that don't know or never get the opportunity to see it from that perspective, hopefully it did help. And I would love to show more. But anyway, before we go, if you haven't already, make sure you subscribe to the channel. Definitely do that. What's the point of you watching and enjoying and you're not subscribed? Do that. But then once you do subscribe, ring that bell. Click that bell notification so you are notified when the video is available. Just like Michael Garman, he seems to get his notifications because he's always the first one to be viewing. So be like Michael. Everybody wants to be like Mike, right? And last but not least, click the like button. You have no idea how much that helps. Spread the word. Click that like button if you enjoyed it. Click the dislike button if you disliked it. I take all feedback. But more importantly, share it. I know you guys know more than just yourself as a Steeler fan. If you're on social media, retweet. Share the link. Help your boy. Help me grow. I love you guys for doing that. And outside of that, man, last but not least, if you want to donate, I would love for you to do so. I'm always appreciate it. If you feel the need to do so, you click the $ in the bottom right corner here on YouTube. If you prefer to do it outside of YouTube, like people like Lanisha, Cash App is available, PayPal is available, whatever your comfort zone is. That information is in the description. So have at it. I would appreciate it. And there you have it. But outside of that, definitely thank you for watching. At the least, that's all you can, at least you could do is watch me. So I appreciate that. I'll be back. Let's shoot for Saturday sometime. I can't give you a definite time, but let's shoot for Saturday. I'll come. Well, yeah, let's shoot for Saturday. Let's shoot for Saturday. We'll do the pregame show. We'll chop it up. We'll talk a little bit about what we definitely have to do, keys to victory, etc., etc. And there you have it. But outside of that, I appreciate you guys tuning in for another show. Thank you for viewing. God bless. Be safe. Have a good night. And as always, thank you for tuning in to Turbo Towel Tuesday. Peace.